Well, hello everyone. How's life doing today? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain about adjectives. I know that previously we have discussed about adjectives, but previously we have discussed adjectives in comparison with the adverbs. And in this video, we're going to focus more on the adjectives. Okay, I'll share the screen. Okay, well, here. More problems with adjective. The previous section dealt with various problems related to both adjectives and adverbs. This section deals with a few problems that are related only to adjective. Three skills. The first is will ly adjectives, predicate adjectives, and et and ing adjectives. Okay. Skill 1 in this topic. Recognize ly adjectives. Generally, when a word ends in ly, in English, it is an adverb. Generally, mostly when a word ended with ly, it is an adverb. However, there are few words ending in ly that are adjectives, and these ly adjectives can cause confusion in writing and written expression questions on TOEFL tests. But I have to make sure that there are sometimes when a word ending with ly, which can be categorized as adjective, it is the same time can also be considered as adverb. It depends on the context. Okay, say this example. The manager turned in his weekly report. Okay, weekly report. The sentence is correct. Weekly here explain the word report, which is a noun. Remember that adverb cannot describe a noun. Weekly report. Okay, it means that the report that should be written once in a week. The example is correct, but appears to be incorrect. But actually, it is correct. It appears that there is an ly adverb in front of the noun report. However, weekly is an adjective that describes the noun report. The following chart lists common ly adjectives that can appear in English. Okay, use this as one of the considerations for you to identify that the following words are considered, can be recognized as an adjective. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, question number 1. Federal taxes are yearly taxes which must be paid every April. Federal taxes are yearly. Here is an adjective. Why? Because it describes the first noun taxes. So it is correct, actually. Well, sometimes you might be confused with the word annual. Annual. Yeah. Actually, yearly and annual can be interchangeable, but sometimes in some cases, we should prefer one over the other. For example, this. When I say I pay yearly taxes, for example. Yearly taxes. It is okay when I say I pay annual taxes, because annual here is an adjective. But whenever I say I, not pay, I should be paid, pay annually taxes, it becomes incorrect because annually is an adverb. Well, actually, in English, yearly here, we can also put it as an adverb as well. For example, I go to, for example, to Paris annually. Or you can say yearly here. It's fine. So yearly can be considered as both adjective and also adverb. It depends on the context. But if we want to use annual, it is an adjective, and annually is an adverb. It's an adverb. Okay. So once again, the ly adjective can also sometimes, most of the time, be considered as an adverb, but it depends on the context. Okay. Well, let's continue to the next skill. Use predicate adjectives correctly. Certain adjectives appear only in the predicate of the sentence. That is, they appear after linking verbs such as be. Be. What are the examples of be? Can be is, am, are, was, were, be, been, and being. Once again, predicate adjective should be written after be. See the example. The snake on the rock was alive. It becomes incorrect when we put this adjective before the noun. Just like this. The alive snake, it is incorrect because here alive is a predicate adjective and should be written after the to be. To be here is was. It should be written after this. Yeah. Okay, so the thing is you have to be able to identify what actually the examples of predicate adjectives are. Say this. See the following table. Okay, we have predicate adjective and also forms used in front of a noun. Okay, see this. Alike, alive, alone, afraid. It should be written after be. And this one should be written before noun. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to the example. Previously, we used alive, right? So here, life. You can use living or life. Say this. Well, we actually can modify the sentence number 2 here, second sentence, to make it correct. Alive can be replaced with living, like the living snake was lying on the rock, or the live snake was lying on the rock. It will be correct. But this one, alive, is a predicate adjective that cannot be written before the noun it describes. Okay. The thing is, you have to be able to memorize all of the predicate adjectives. Okay. And the last one, use ed and ing adjectives correctly. Okay. When we talk about it, we can, what is it? Take back, or we can return to present and past participle. Past participle. Still remember, right? Okay, if you don't remember it, just like look back in the present and past participle topic. The verb forms ending in ed and ing can be used as adjectives. Okay, once again, verbs ending in ed and ing can be used as an adjective. For example, the verbal adjectives cleaned and cleaning come from the verb to clean. The woman cleans the car here is a verb. But the cleaning woman, the cleaning explains the noun woman, so it is adjective. So the woman, and in the third sentence, the woman put the cleaned car. Clean here explains or describes the noun car, so it is called as adjective. A little bit confused, right? How then, if all of them are correct, I mean, like, we can either use cleaning and cleaned to explain a noun, to describe a noun. How do we differentiate the ed and the ing verbs? Actually, it depends on the meaning. When we use cleaning, it should be an active activity. When we use clean, it should be a passive activity. Let's say the cleaning woman worked on the car. The cleaning woman, the woman who cleans. So the woman who does an activity of cleaning. But the woman put the cleaned car, the car which is cleaned. Someone cleaned the car, and so the car becomes clean. Okay, so it is a passive things, and this one cleaning is an active things. Okay, I think that's the point. Let's say there's a sample. Okay. Yeah, say this. In the table, type, meaning, and use. In active, ed passive, the in one, it does the action of the verb, while ed, it receives the action of the verb. It's definition of active and passive. The example, the happily playing children, the children play. The frequently played record, someone plays the record. So playing active, played passive. Both of whom can be used as adjectives that describes a noun. Okay, well, I think that's it. Okay, let's discuss one example. Say this. Sentence number one. The teacher gave a quiz on the just completing lesson. Completing lesson? Lesson is a noun, right? Yes, of course, yes. Lesson is like a thing. It's non-living thing. Can non-living things do something? No, it should be passive, right? So it should be completed lesson. It has to be passive. First, if you pay close attention to the meaning of the sentence, it should be passive. And also, to make it easier for you to understand, lesson cannot do active things because it is not human. It is not a living thing. Okay. There is a fascinating movie at the theater tonight. Fascinating here describes movie noun. It is correct because fascinating here, the movie which fascinates people. Okay. So it is correct. Okay, let's say this. Let's try to answer question number 3. They thought it had been a very satisfied dinner. It should be satisfying dinner. A dinner that satisfies people. Okay. The empty pools are to the left and filling pools are to the right. Filling bottle. It should be the bottles who fills or the bottles the bottles which fill something or the bottles which are filled. Active or passive. It should be the filled bottles because based on the meaning, it should be passive. So once again, it depends on the meaning, the context of the sentence. If it should be active, we should use verb ing, not verb ing, actually, it's like present participle. When it is passive, we can use past participle or ed. Well, I feel like I haven't explained it very clearly. So if you guys have questions regarding the topic, don't hesitate to ask questions in the comment section. Well, I think that's for this video. Don't forget to ask questions if you find my explanation incomprehensible. Well, I think that's it for the day. Have a good day. See ya.